It's Sunday the 20th of September 2015. This is a chart update for Regis Resources. I've been following this now for 6 to 9 months in these videos, and this is probably the most bullish the charts started to look in that time. I think I put an update out a couple of weeks ago, and it had just broken out above this 200-day moving average. It tended to consolidate a little bit there, and just in the last week or so, it started to get a real run on. But toward the end of this week, there was quite a bit of selling pressure. You can see these sort of long wicks and this engulfing candle here. I think there's a bit of a battle on between dividend investors. Regis announced a 6-cent dividend this week for the full year dividend. So if they were paying 6 cents in the second half, they're on a yield of about 8%. Even if they only pay 4 cents for the interim dividend, you're looking at about 6 or 7%. So it's a very good yield, especially for a gold stock. I think the short interest is about 6%. I've got a chart to show for that one as well. So this is a chart of the shorts for Regis for 2015. You can see from January to March, a lot of the shorters took that as an opportunity to get out of the stock. About 25 million shares were covered in the first 2 or 3 months, and then during March, July, after this production downgrade here, a lot of the shorters also exited, and the short interest got down to 10 million shares, or roughly 2%, which is pretty much in line with a lot of the other gold stocks. But since then, there's been a big increase in the short positions, and it's sort of counterintuitive because the share price has moved up strongly, and the shorters have been the ones who have been selling, I guess, here. So I think you're getting a bit of a battle between dividend investors and long-term investors and the shorters here. And just these last 3 days here were quite a battle. You can see there was a lot of gyration in the stock. These are sort of 10 cent ranges roughly. And I think that's the shorters trying to keep a lid on things so they can start to exit the stock, because I think they're caught on the wrong side of this one. One thing else on the chart you can see, I just put this range here. If you copy that, we're getting quite a similar move at the moment. So it's possible we start to see some sideways movement here, but with the fundamentals pretty strong, I think any pullback should be seen as a buying opportunity. You can see here we're getting quite a good sort of little formation. We're getting these big up days and a little bit of sideways movement for 5 or 10 days, and then then another move up. So these little steps, that's a really good chart pattern. I'm looking at this $1.75, $1.80 range again as the next sort of major stop, because I think that's that big gap there should act as quite strong resistance as well. But with the fundamentals quite strong, I think it should keep moving. And watch out for this quarter's production figures as well, because I think their guidance is quite conservative for this year. So there's a good chance of outperforming those numbers. So this has really got a lot of upside built into it for mine.